All right, guys, good morning. I'm starting my day off here in the office. I just measured on my house. I have to order just only one steel beam. So I check in the plans and I will double check when I get to the job site to make sure the measurements. We never really order off the blueprint. We measure the foundation because you cannot stretch steel. I've learned my lesson there. Also, this is the house in Linden Estates that we're doing, that big $2 million remodel. This is just the theater room that we have downstairs, so I'm gonna be taking these to the job site. And since it's really nice weather, we've had super sub-zero cold weather. Today it's gonna be close to 50. Everybody's out working, which means I gotta be out there working. So I'm gonna be checking all the jobs. I'm taking you guys with me, and I'll show you a little bit of the day in life. And we're also going to flares. The plumbers are gonna be finally setting the tub, hopefully today. So let's get going. I shouldn't have backed in. Now I got to pull ahead to make this thing fit. Oh, did I show you my dent? See this right here? I was trying to get in my garage by not moving my trash can, and a plastic trash can got wedged between the door and my truck. And so now I'm getting a new truck, a brand new 2500. Think I can manhandle this? That's a lot heavier than it looks, so let's get this back so Braxton can get this baby installed while I go keep checking jobs. Okay, so we just finished picking up the countertop at Home Depot, and since I'm in the neighborhood, I'm gonna go check up on my big $2 million remodel. The people are moving in about 3 weeks. So I'm gonna show you what this house looks like. It always freaks people out when they see the end in sight, and in 3 weeks, it looks like a total disaster, but that's because everybody's in there working, and it's real critical. Everybody does their job. So I'm gonna go there, give you guys an update, make sure everybody's doing their job, because if one guy messes up, it throws the whole schedule off. So you'll be kind of impressed to see, or a little disappointed on what this place looks like. It looks like a war zone, but I have to keep it all protected and covered, and that's why it looks like it's so far behind schedule, but we're doing really good right now. We got the cabinet guys here, we got the fireplace guys here, the electrician's truck is here, there's Eugenio's, here's the drywallers, there's another granite guy, here's Wayne, here's the plumber, and here's, I don't know, a little red car, and then another electrician. So a lot of people are here today. I'll take you inside and show you what organized chaos looks like. There he is. There's my favorite guy, Eugenio. Eugenio, what you working on?
Done cleaning right here. I gotta go on Anchor's house.
Oh, where are you going next?
Anchor's, 5504.
Oh, I see. Okay, so you're all done cleaning up. Had Eugenio cleaning up the downstairs. The homeowner told us they wanted all the basement floors in the storage area all painted.
All clean.
So that was your job. Thank you for getting it all done.
Oh, thanks.
Okay, I'll see you later.
Later.
Okay, okay,
Yeah.
Bye, Eugenio. There's Wayne. Right, Wayne. So I just saw Eugenio. We got all these floors have been sealed, and they want to do it down the steps. We have garage steps going to the storage room. So all this has been cleaned. We'll start down there. I'll show you what Eugenio did. Woohoo! Eugenio did so good. This place was full of doors, shelving, electrical, everything that didn't fit in the house came into here. So it's looking great. All these floors we're seeing in here next week are all gonna be looking just like the garage floor. This will be awesome. You get one shot at getting your storage room done before you move in. Otherwise, when you move in, everything ends up in this place, and then it's too late to try to paint the floor. So let's go inside and see what's happening. Here we are. These dudes are working on the, look at this. They're wearing the powder bath. We guys doing all the grout right now?
Yep, the ground's
So they tiled this whole wall, and then you rub all the grout on, and then you rub it on, then you clean it all off right behind it.
Wipe it right off.
Oh, so this has to be grouted yet?
Yeah, we're mixing up a little more.
Oh, I see. Yep. You guys know what you're doing. I just don't know what. I'm just saying. There's some grout on my finger. That looks awesome. Yeah. So will you guys be moving on to backsplashes?
Yep.
Oh, awesome.
We're going on backsplashes today.
Okay, so it's important these guys get the backsplashes on because then the electrician can finish. And sometimes we can't get the plumbers to finish either. So we're counting on you guys. Keep her moving. All right, we got a deadline. All right, let's go look at the other parts of the house. Wow, we already got, here's one of the fireplaces downstairs. So this is all that beautiful slab granite. This is all one piece, isn't it? There's no seam here, is there?
No, this one.
No seam. So are you doing this here to caulk the edge, or why you?
No, it's a 45 angle, so we're gonna miter it, we're gonna epoxy it together, and then we're gonna run it off.
Oh, I see. So that's why you're putting this together to allow you to do the mitering?
I'm putting the tape on there so we could put epoxy on it.
Okay. Oh, so it doesn't get all over everything. Yeah. So you'll tape down here as well?
Yeah.
Wow.
And then after we epoxy it together, then tomorrow I'm gonna come in and do the areas just like this one.
Oh, nice and smooth.
Yeah.
Oh, you bring like a grinder? Mm-hmm. Oh, I see. So if you get real close, it's hard to tell, but this has a nice soft edge on it. This right now is a 90 degree. So I see your epoxy goes in, you grind it, and will it look like one piece?
Yeah.
Wow, awesome. You guys do good work. So now this is the entertaining bar area. We're downstairs. And we have this supersized granite, or this top, I'm not even sure what this product is, absolutely beautiful. So we continue that look all the way around, these thickened edges. And what it does, it actually raises the countertop up just a little bit because your cabinets are always about 34 to 35 inches tall. And when your countertop goes on, that's your 36. But I bet if I measured this might be closer to 37, which is fine, 38. But to get that thick edge, it has to go up. It can't go down because of your cabinet. So let me show you the wine cellar. Here's the wine cellar. What's coming is this big commercial glass wall because this room is refrigerated and we have it all protected. This is all mahogany wood and we're gonna leave it raw because what I've been told with the wine, this is the best product that you can use inside a wine cellar as far as wood goes. But you'll notice some of the ceiling has been removed. It's a lot of technicalities in this thing. What happened is there is this little wire actually goes inside a wine bottle and they keep it here on the shelf and that tests for humidity and moisture. And somehow this little wire goes up the wall and around, got disconnected or removed. So we had to tear all this drywall off to find that wire, and now we have to go back and put it back in place. But that's what construction is. It's constantly managing problems, and it's that one little wire that up there that the drywallers maybe don't know about, somehow got cut. It didn't look like anything special, but that's a big deal because that's what runs this entire heating and cooling system. So we've got it fixed. Now we got to put the drywall back on. Then this heating and cooling system will be able to do its job, keeping the right moisture content and temperature for this wine collection. Let's go check on some more stuff. So here we are on the back bar. We've got the ice maker, which every bar needs an ice maker. The ice maker in your refrigerators do not qualify for good ice, according to my mother. My mother knows good ice has to be clear ice, and then you have to spend thousands of dollars on an ice maker, which is going to slide right in here. This is the back wall that these guys are going to be doing some tile on, plus there's some floating shelves that have to get mounted. But you'll see there's a lot of this pink and marks on the wall. That's all the drywall touch-ups that's been going on for almost from the very beginning, because when this house was purchased, the walls had a orange peel texture on the wall, which is kind of a look. Some markets do that. We rarely do that here, but as luck would have it, this homeowner wanted all smooth walls, all smooth ceilings. So instead of tearing the drywall off, we've been mudding over it for months and months. And now once we get the paint on, you'll see the imperfections. We had the drywall touch-ups again, and now the painters are painting the walls for probably the 5th time. So it's gonna look good when it's all done because it has to. Let's go check on the upstairs. Okay, the spray and lacquer, we'll make this quick. Coming through. Oh my. So, as you can see, they're spraying the railing. We just got that stain today, and now they're coming in and putting clear coat on everything. Generally, when these guys show up spraying lacquer, everybody leaves, so that's a big concern. Hopefully, downstairs I noticed no smell, so that's good. Let's check in the master bathroom here. There's Beto. Look at, see, there's the drywall, guys. How we doing, Beto? Hey, man. All right, so you can see I went through Beto and everybody. We circle all the imperfections in the wall. He's been sanding and coating and making sure these little marks, eventually they'll go away. There's little puck holes is when I went through with a big light and found little dings and dents. So I circle them, and now Beto has been going through the entire house. Check this out, it's on every wall. This wall here, here. You notice I don't go up very tall because I didn't have the stilts like Beto does, but he then goes around with his light, getting all the high spots. So this is the master bedroom. This is the ceiling that Tom, remember when we were meeting with Tom and he was concerned on how all the wood would go together? I always know he makes a bigger deal out of it because he's a perfectionist. This thing turned out beautiful. Check out the ceiling with the skylight. Oh, by the way, that skylight has a motorized blind, so you hit the button, this becomes room darkening. Okay, I'm gonna take you in the master bathroom and show you. There's a tub. This thing is not nearly as heavy as Andrew's. It's all mounted in place, but this one was a fiberglass tub, thank goodness. And you can see the master shower's all done. We will have a glass shower door, that's coming. That's usually towards the very end. But as we walk through, you can see the floors. This thing looks like a disaster, a little bit on purpose, because we have to cover all the tile floors. And as Beto goes in and sands the wall, check this out. This fine dust, look at that, is everywhere in the house. So every time we clean it, you come back the next day, that dirt and dust is everywhere. So we're gonna wait till he's done. We'll do a quick cleaning. And then once we get to the point where everybody's out of here in about a week and a half, we'll unveil all the floors. All this rolls up, gets cleaned up, and before you know it, in 3 weeks from today, they'll be moving in and it will be absolutely gorgeous. All right, we're here in the kitchen. I'm gonna show you my favorite plumber, Steve. Steve, what we got? We got 2 dishwashers in this house, right?
Yes, sir.
Everything going okay for you?
Yeah, most
So,
definitely.
is it cold inside? It's 50 degrees outside, Steve. It's
I've
like
been in and out.
Oh, have you? Last week it was like minus 35, now it's 50. That
boy.
is, I feel
Isn't
like
it amazing how 50 feels so good?
it feels like 80 degrees out there, doesn't it? These dishwashers, we have all brand new appliances. We still are waiting on our hood. That is gonna be a custom built hood that kind of got forgotten by I'll blame it on the interior designer. Sorry, Lisa. There's so much going on in this house, it's easy to miss something, but we have a metal guy that's picking up the pace and he's getting that built right now. So that should be coming here in about a week and a half. All the countertops are in, it's all covered, but it looks like a mess, doesn't it, Steve?
It does.
But it's because everything's protected and you know, everybody uses the countertops like a place to put their tools, so which is fine because we have cardboard and everything down to protect them. So
Yes.
I'll get out of your way, Steve.
Oh, you're good.
All right, man, thank you.
You're good.
So as we make our way out, right now we're in the arts and crafts room, this is a high traffic flow area. So when we come in, we want to box in and protect every one of these corners because all it takes is some guy with this toolbox hitting these super expensive cabinets that has about 8 coats of paint on. That would be terrible. So we're protecting all the corners, keeping this thing safe. Just go check, see if there's anything else going on. We got a lot of guys working in the house. We're out to the garage. Brand new washer dryer, that'll be going in all downstairs. So some lucky devil gets to carry these things down the steps. So all this stuff we see here was in the basement. And so Eugenio brought them upstairs. Once the floors are painted, again, all that goes back downstairs. The homeowner will have shelving in place so they can put the boxes when they move in, which everybody needs a place to put their stuff. All right, I want to take you guys through. This is the main house, and we did a huge addition on the back, which is a world-class movie theater room, and down below is a world-class music room only. And there's an elevator in there as well. 2 elevators in this house. So let me take you through here to show you. This is how we connect the main house with the new addition. And we'll come through here. You can see there's the main house. We have to put some soundproofing in here. Those are actually the master bedroom windows that we've had blackened out because they line up perfectly in the bedroom, but these 2 windows will not function. It doesn't seem like it makes sense, but it will once the people move in the house. So all that will get covered up. And as you make your way through here, this will be another soundproof door. And here is the second elevator that will be moving people up and down. So this home is totally barrier free. If you're in a wheelchair, which the original owner was, I built it for him, he was a quadriplegic, and you're able to move around the entire garage, backyard, house, everywhere. So when we did this addition, we made sure that this continued on as a barrier-free home. Let me show you the theater room. So we've been working on this addition for a long, long time. There's a lot of attention to detail, and it's taken quite a while to get caught up. For example, The wiring was actually sent to LA and it ran through a special process to minimize and reduce any additional sound. I don't have the right lingo down, like sound waves. So when he turns on a stereo and the speakers, there's no added noise coming through the wiring. So those kind of details are what's taken place in this addition. And even the ceilings, as you see, are framed. They're at specific angles that his architect that designed this space was all about reflecting sound. And that here is also the sound. You see these vents? That is the ductwork. Most of your ductworks in your house are about this big. These are extremely long and linear, so you cannot even hear a whisper of sound. It's an extremely high-end heating and cooling system, and there's two, one for the theater room and there's one for downstairs, because this equipment in the wintertime puts off so much heat that we have to find a way to get air conditioning into the house in the wintertime, which sounds easy, but it's a very difficult thing to do. That's gonna be so spectacular. I heard his last movie theater before we built this one, and he ruined me for life. It sounded so fantastic that I can't even go to a movie theater more. I gotta buy tickets at his house to watch movies from now on, which I hope I get invited. So as our make our way, we're on the main floor now. This is his office. We have a half bath, and on the very back of the house, lots of windows and trees that looks out at the swimming pool. So behind this office is what we're calling his music shop. So that's a first for me. He'll be able to work on speakers. He has turntables. He's very good at working on those kind of things, which just blows my mind that some of the speakers in this house are well into hundreds of thousands of dollars. I didn't know there was such a thing, but let me show you what the swimming pool looks like, and that is going to be a next summer project. We're tearing all this out and starting completely over. So they're going to be patient, living in the house, but since it's winter, this backyard looks like crap, looks terrible, but it will look beautiful when we're all done. All right, lost track of time. I just got a call from my banker. I got to go sign some papers real quick, and then we're going to drop off this countertop and head to Flares. Here at the bank, I just got to renew some loans. That's part of construction and business. So the banker's, I'm sure he's increasing my interest rate. I'm going to run in real quick, sign some papers, and I'll be right back. Tell my wife. Okay, that didn't hurt a bit, except the interest rate went up. Now that's over, let's get back to having fun. It's like going to the doctor. So my job with this is my little paint wand. I'm gonna go and make sure I don't paint myself. I think this thing's broken. Oh, no? Did I get it on my face? Look into the garden hose when I turn it on, let me know. So I'm gonna paint some lines because I got Chad the dirt guy is gonna come out and help me excavate. We gotta figure out where the problem is with the water getting into Andrew's gun safe. So it's a little muddy right now, as luck would have it, because it's thawing out. I'll take the mud over the cold. Let me go paint some lines. So when Chad shows up here tomorrow, he's bringing crushed rock. It would have been nice if we had it earlier. We got too cold last week and the equipment wasn't running. So now he's coming in the mud tomorrow to rock the driveway. You can see where the standing water is. I bet you if we went, I should go downstairs and check the gun safe real quick. I bet that's where this water somehow is making its way in, and this is what we have to excavate. So I'm gonna draw a little line here. So sticky, my boot stuck, and I about fell out of them. All right, let's see if this holds. Okay, so that might have to be bigger than that. Let's go downstairs and see if there's any water. Good grief. It's not very deep, but it's like a suction cup. All right. Don't tell Chad the dirt guy we're rubbing mud on his equipment. I don't think he'll notice. Okay, They're about 5 pounds lighter. Well, they got all the hardware put on already. Lisa and Macy met out here with Eric. We got all that put on. That looks nice. So today they're setting the kitchen island right here in the middle. Then we'll be having the guys that come out and they'll start templating all the countertops so they can start making the countertops. They bring out a laser, measure everything, get it right, precise, go back and make it to fit in the shop. You guys look like you're confused or you're baffled. Not confused.
Always, right?
Look like we're stuck.
No, we're just thinking,
Get
taking
it-
our time.
Get it in the right spot.
Yep, making sure it looks good.
How many more mice did you catch?
Haven't caught any more yet.
No?
I haven't seen one
So
today.
that means they're all gone maybe, or
They ate all our chicken and a biscuit crackers and they dipped.
Oh, have they? They've
Yeah,
been eating your leftovers?
They did, yeah.
What they do, they build this center wall right here as the backbone, and then the sink, other cabinets butt up against it. This is the finished face for the overhang, so the bar stools will be right where you're at, right, Eric? Going all the way down. This is gonna look like it, what, about a little over 4 foot wide and almost 10 foot long.
Yes, it's 10 foot.
That's big. Any more than that, then they start getting joints, I believe. If it stays under 10 foot, there's not a single.
So I think that's a jumbo slab for sure. It's a big one.
The jumbo. Yeah, everything's supersized in this house.
Yeah.
Yes,
Even,
it is.
even the cabinet installers are supersized. Let's go check the downstairs. I'm gonna show you Flair's office. Those guys got the cabinets installed. That's looking good. I could tease Flair. Oh, look. Flair has pink cabinets. We had an extra one. We thought we'd put in your office, Flair. Actually, that's little baby shoes cabinets. So these guys have to do some modifications to it to make it fit. But here we are in Flair's office. This is where it all happens, right here, all the brain power. Now this is the vanity that goes in the other room. We have to get the tile floors down first, but these guys are able to set these uppers because remember, we're missing the countertop. So this countertop has been ordered and they've measured it perfectly. It's a wood top that will slide right in there, so it looks like this is sitting right on top of the finished cabinet. So we're able to continue moving forward even though we don't have the parts. That works out nice. And as you turn around, then he's got these big, tall cabinets. I don't know what he's gonna put in it. He doesn't read books. But the double doors will go on right here. They're glass doors that open up, and then he'll have his desk and a really cool chandelier, plus a nice big wood beam that we're gonna be ordering here real soon. So again, I'm trying to get downstairs. Let's go check that out. I'm a little nervous because I do not want to find water in the man cave. So here's where we've, oh, no water. That's a good sign because it has been coming in here, but also we haven't had much rain. That's just a freeze and thaw. So it might be a little overzealous. We haven't fixed the problem because we know water's getting in here. So I'm trying to figure out if it's coming from the top or if it's coming in down here where the foundation meets the sports court. So I'm trying to avoid digging out the front yard. So I got to spend a little more time talking to waterproofers and figure this thing out before we bring in Chad, the dirt guy, and all his equipment, dig out the front yard. But according to them, the waterproofers, they say that's the fix, so still trying to avoid that. The cabinet guys told me that they've finished some of the cabinets in the theater room. Let's check that out. Okay, here we are in the theater room. I see something that I need to address. So they got all the cabinets in. I didn't realize that this cabinet was so deep that stuck out past this wall, because what that does now is it moves my step over, because that step, I have it at 30 inches, and if I do 30 inches here, it ends up being more like 24. This step is gonna have to move over. We're gonna tell Tom to make it 30 inches from the cabinet. 30 inches. Otherwise, the step is too narrow, it's gonna look funny. Well, this is sticking out, I know for a reason, because the sump pit down below, but typically cabinets are only 24 inches deep. These things are, if I had a tape measure, I can tell you, they are closer to probably 30 inches deep. So it'll work, it'll make do. That's construction, you gotta be able to adjust and adapt. I like it, looks good. I have no idea where the fronts are. Oh, here they are. All the drawer fronts are over here. There's our warning. We are now ready to go find these plumbers. Let's see if they've set the tub. All right, so let's see if the plumbers made it out here. It doesn't look like it. So the tub is still in the same place. I think I got them working on another job, so I'll find out when they're coming out here. It's not critical that they get this figured out right away, but I do notice what we need to do is I gotta get my trim carpenters in here, because I gotta get the baseboard down, because this tub is literally gonna be sitting right here, and then there's no way. So that's probably a good thing that it didn't work out, that they showed up today, because the trimmers will love me for it. I'll tell them they can start on this tomorrow, and then the plumbers will have this whole bathroom all to themselves. So sometimes the scheduling doesn't work out, actually ends up working out in our favor in this case. I just got the phone with the head plumber, and I found out that they're still not gonna be able to make it out here today. I stretched my day out as long as possible, hoping to get the plumbers to meet up with me at the end of today. I guess they had a problem on another job, so then I got pushed back. So hopefully tomorrow or the next day, they're not making any promises, but we will get this tub set. So with that, you got a little taste of the day in the life of being a home builder. Nothing goes as planned, but there's always tomorrow. So thanks for watching. I'm Brad the Builder.